welcome to my very first ever live stream. If you're there, go ahead and say hello if you can. I'm a little nervous, but as we get on a little bit, we can hopefully, you can see a little bit more of this wonderful game that I've been playing. As always, thank you for your patience and support. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Gonna wait a few minutes, see if anyone else wants to join us. Hi, Megan. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I don't know what else to say. Sorry. This is all new to me. I guess I can start a little bit. Palia's a Palia's a cozy MMO and become my happy place, and that's really been helping me with my mental health. If I've had a stressful day at work, I just jump in the game either when I get home at night or even at the end of a long week. And I really love all the game has to offer. And it's also a free game, which is very cool that the developers has made it completely free. The only thing that you have to pay for is if you'd like special outfits. And lately they've added pets as well, but those are only for paid, that part of the purchase. Feel free to comment if you have any questions or even if you just want to say hi. Thank you for joining me. Okay, I guess I'm going to go on a little bit more. When you play the game and work through the storylines, you'll learn that humans recently returned to Palia. We'll get to meet lots of different NPCs, which are non-player characters, that'll explain a little bit more of the storyline. Once you get a certain level of friendship with the NPCs, you can select one to be your shep, which is described as something like a mentor, and you're also able to romance up to 2 characters. Palia also has lots of different skills that you can level up as you progress through the world. This tent that you see in front of me was my first home here in the game. It was something I was given before I was able to earn the money to purchase my actual home. Now it's just become a little bit of a crafter's tent. One of the skills that you can do is furniture making. So let's look at my crafting table. Anything with a check on it is something that I've already created. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm looking for a moonstruck bed is something that I've been working on. Creating and gathering the materials needed. Get down to it. So it's going to need flowwood, helium, silk, and the crystal lotus. So I've already gathered the materials. Let me go and pick them up from my crafting benches. So this is a sawmill. So I'm going to grab the flow infused plank that I created. I'm using the controller for the first time to help make the movements of the cameras not so jumpy. So I'm still getting to know that a little bit more. So let's come over and go to my loom and pick up the last of the silk. And now I have a puppy that wants to sit on my lap. Sorry about that. Okay, so I've got all my required materials. Let's go back over and look again for that moonstruck bed. Way down here. And now I'm able to make it. The nice thing that I like about Palia is once you purchase one of the recipes, you'll either get to pick or you'll just get the recipe for something else in that set. So it looks like it automatically gave me, sorry. It automatically gave me a recipe for one of the, it didn't come into my inventory, so sorry. It automatically gave me a recipe for one of the other items in that equipment set. Hello, Raisin. Welcome. We were just talking about the different crafting, and I just went ahead and made a moonstruck bed. So let's see, let's go into, I can show you my harvest home. One of the things I really like is just that you're able to craft. The windows already came with the home, but some of the things like the fan I had found as I was fishing, I believe. The little decoration here is something that I got at a fair, one of the events that is no longer going on. So here is my little house. I am working on gathering the gold that needs to extend my house a little bit more so that my kitchen isn't part of my living room. But here's a little cozy little living room. A lot of the plushes I won at the that fair that is no longer going on right now. In this game you can cook. In order to cook several recipes, you're going to need 2 of the prep station and the mixing station and stove, but you only have to have 1 of the oven. In the cooking, you have to do things like chopping, mixing, rolling, lots of different things in order to make the recipe. Because it is a social game, I haven't done this yet, but people are able to invite friends into your house, and they can each be designated a certain role. And like one person can mix, one person can chop, and all work together to create the recipe. Once again, I haven't done it, but there are things called cake parties where a bunch of people get together to make cakes, which are good for focus. And we'll go over what focus is in a little bit. You can eat the cakes for focus, or you can sell them for gold, or you can also put it in your compost bin so you can get some worms from them. One of the things I also like is if you make a star leveled recipe, it becomes something that you can put on display. So this blueberry pie is something that I created. I love the little steam that comes off of it. It looks like I just freshly baked it for this podcast. Sorry, puppy's moving around on my lap now. One of my very favorite places in this game is my room. Here is a bed that's from the Homestead collection. All the plushes are the ones that I won at that fair. All of the furniture are ones that I've crafted, including all the, excuse me, the lights and the rug. All of the fish and bugs that you see are all star level bugs and fish that I have personally caught. So it's fun to put them on display so you can see it. I've heard it's better to put lights behind them so that you can really pick up all the different things, details in the fish. One thing to know about focus is that you earn something called renown, and there's 2 ways to spend it. You can either spend it at a dragon shrine to increase the amount of focus that you can have at one time, or you can also spend it at a different shrine, which will help increase the experience booster. If you look at the top left corner, I am really low in my focus, so I better eat something. So I'm going to eat one of these. I think it's a shepherd pie. That'll help increase my focus if we do anything else. For now, I was going to show you how to put down the bed if we want to put down the bed we just made. For those that are watching, what do you prefer? Do you like my homestead orange bed, or do you like the new blue bed? Can you put it in the chat? If the blue bed wins out, I'll switch it out. I'll put it down for now so we can tell the difference. I see. I think I like blew myself as well. Thanks, everyone. Let me go into the editor so I can move off my plushies so I can get them ready to sit on the new bed. Hopefully it's not too... Oh. I'm gonna move my choppas. And I'm gonna pick up the bed and put it in my inventory. And then move in the new bed. Looks like it's a little bit bigger, so let me move it back. Hopefully it's not making it too much movement. Just gonna move this out a little bit. Move the cabinet a little bit. There we go. Put the plushies back on the bed. Looks like a nice big giant bed now. Looks very comfy. You can even there's certain movements that you can what's that from? Move it, move it. Madagascar. I like to move it too. No, oh, because I'm still in there. Hi. They added a new sitting option. So now it's kind of like I'm sitting on the new bed. Oh. Okay. That's it for that. Looks like I moved the planter a little. Let me move that over. So that's my little room. Still have a lot more to do and decorate and build. Puppies! Okay, what should we work on next? I think the next thing I was going to show you is a little village. So we'll go back through my house. There's only 2 zones. This is a game that's in open beta right now, so there's only 2 zones currently. So this is the first zone. Gotta wait for the loading screen. And in order to make all the furniture that we just saw, you can chop down trees. There's also ore that you can mine. Various recipes need different things. One of the first quests that you do is to get a glider. So it's always fun to glide down from tall distances. This is the little town. I'll probably go over it another time, but there's the NPCs to talk to, and you can get help build your friendship level with them. If you click on I, you can see the different relationships. So I have gotten to 2 and 3 with most of the residents of Kilima Bay or village. There's still a couple. The NPCs do move around a lot, so sometimes you have to look at the map to make sure that they are where you think that they should be. Also, each real life hour is about 1 day in the game. So the NPCs have different schedules. I know Ashura, he works at the inn at nighttime, and then Reth, somewhere here, works at it during the day. He's a cook and works at the inn during the daytime. So you just have to kind of look at the time and see the map to see where they will be. One of the things that I do suggest is to come in to the store every real life day, or whenever you play, of course. And purchase any item from the store, and you should be given a special token. So give me 1 second. Let me pick up something. Just gonna pick up some corn seed. And then not long after, I received a mail that would have given me a lucky coin. I don't have one right now, but you can spend it in this lucky box. And the lucky box has various things. There could be just regular old stuff like the seeds and the things that you can buy in the store. Or there's a chance to get rare items like plushies or rare seeds like apple seeds and blueberry seeds that you can't buy anywhere. There's also an underground store, and they have those displayed of all the different plushies and things that you can have a chance to get in the lucky box. So people suggest making at least one purchase in the store per day so that you can get your lucky box token. Is it corny? So things are going. Okay, the next thing I was going to do is show you that autumn tour that I promised. Oh, it looks like Tish has something to tell me. I guess I'll go to Tish. Since you can see her, she has a little chat bubble, so she has something to tell me. It could have been, she's the furniture maker, so it could have been that when I created that bed, maybe I increased my level and she'll have something else to give me. So let me go back and talk to her. And you can see on the very top of your screen, you can see the compass. And because she has something to tell me, her picture is on the compass so that I can use it to find her easily. If you hit shift on your keyboard, you're able to run a little faster. She's probably out. I see her in the distance. I was just still thinking, Rob, about your comment. Now that reminds me of that movie, Squeezing the Juice. Okay. So I'm going to chat with her and see what she has to say. She's always a very nice person. I must carve a perfect image of a dragon before I am ready to open my own shop. But she may have gone a little overboard and created an entire collection. She thinks I'm ready to take on the task so I can pick up the new recipes from the shop. Hello, welcome. So here's all the different recipes that she can sell me. I don't think I have anything from the ranch house yet. We have a couple things from the industrial recipes already. Still need to purchase the capital chick. Still have to watch. My gold is only 4,500, so I don't want to go crazy on purchasing things. But let's look at the things that she had talked about. So it looks like the Dragonite. So it's I can pick from a Dragonite bed, armchair, wardrobe, or table. But they're all 1,000 gold, so I think I'll wait until I earn a little bit more. I would like to make 10,000 gold so that I can purchase my house that I'm getting ready for, the addition to my house. So let's go ahead and go to that other zone so I can give you that tour that I was telling you about. Go back through town so I can get to the other zone. How is everyone doing today? Do you guys have any questions, or what do you think of Palia so far? Might take a little bit. It's running. Here you can see one of the bugs that you can pick, and because it's sparkling, that would be a star level bug, so I would be able to display it if I wanted to catch it right now. So bug catching is another one of the skills that you can learn. Lots of the blue butterflies around. You can also hunt in this game. So there's a animal that you can hunt for their fur or their hide. I love Tao. He's that little dog. I have to talk to Tao. I always think, sometimes they say he's a good dog. These different symbols, depending on what you pick, the game kind of can designate what you are most like. The game thinks that I'm a fire, but so I can either ask him to let's play, let's do some tricks, or how about some pets? I'll say play. So I guess I'm gonna play peekaboo. He says woof woof. And my relationship changed with him. I'm a pet provider. I guess that's what I am with most dogs anyways. You can see in the relationship. And that Tao just recently had a relationship. I think a lot of the players really wanted to be able to talk to him and make friends with him. So now they added this in one of the recent updates. So if I get to level 4, it looks like I get a plushie. So keep working on that because that looks so cute. There is for each NPC, there is things that they want. So far, I haven't asked him yet this week what he wants. But if you give them something that they'd like, it increases your friendship, or the amount of each thing will increase your friendship even more. But let's keep going to the next zone. Thanks, Megan. I think her Droma is cute too. I go a little faster and zoom up my running. And this is next zone. It's a little bit more of a advanced zone. There are different, you can see the same type of animals to hunt and insects to catch, but there are different ones as well. One of the things I like about the zone so much, and I was so much in awe, was the graphics. And this zone has so many beautiful autumn trees. That's why I thought one of the things today, we could take a little autumn tour. I love the pond. You can fish in the pond. Looks like there was just something moving. Oh, there was a grasshopper I just ran past. If we see the blue grasshopper, we need to catch it. He's a rare one and can give you lots of gold and also silk. Here's another little smaller town to the town in the Kilima village. In this zone, you can see there's magical trees and also more rare ore. So sometimes if you're playing, you'll see people asking or saying that they found a certain type of material, and if you can get to them in time, you can join them. I like this is such a social game that everyone who participates together. So if you hit the tree one time with your axe, you do get the same thing as anyone else. So benefits you if you ask other people for help, then everyone can join in and get the same rewards. The flow trees or the magical trees are a big ingredient in the furniture. So just like that blue bed that I made earlier, it needed 30 of the flow wood. So you can also climb mountains, so I'm going to climb up this little area. One of the things I really like to find is a rainbow-tipped butterfly. They're really rare, and they're only available from, I think it was like 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in-game. So you can see on the top right-hand corner the in-game clock. So I'm always trying to come in here to look for a rainbow-tipped butterfly. There are achievements, so if you can catch all of the bugs in a certain zone or fish up all of the fish in a certain zone, you get achievements. I did have back at home, I have a forager achievement. I have a little like basket of things. That's from collecting all of the foraging plants. And I think also have a mine. Sorry, another puppy up on my lap. It's like a never-ending up and down. One of the things that sometimes they suggest that you do, especially if you're looking for the rarer type of tree, is to go ahead and cut down all of the trees in one certain area, and then there's a better chance that the magical trees will pop up. Since we're here and I see that dragonfly, I'm going to try to catch it. I'm going to have my bug catching equipment. I'm going to aim. If it doesn't get fall down to the ground, now I can loot it. That one was rare because it has the silk it gave me, which is another material in the bed that we just made earlier. It wasn't a rare or a star level one though, so I won't be able to display it in my home. But the nice thing is it does sell for 360 gold. So that's a good way of making money in the game. Let me go back to my controller. Button. If you press X, you can take the item out of your hand. So if you don't want to walk around with like an axe and be like running around town with an axe in your hand, just hit the X on your keyboard and it will remove it so that it just puts it back in your inventory. Razin, no, right now it's Gracie, but Kiki's around as well. And for those of you who might not know, Kiki and Gracie are our two dogs. Yep, Gracie. Right now, Gracie's on my lap, but I don't know how long it'll last. Oh. Okay, so let's go on and look at other parts in the zone. One of the things I was so blown away by the graphics in this game. It is just so beautiful. And now Gracie's moving around my lap. Here's another thing to keep in mind is in this game, the bugs and the fish have different times that they spawn. So I've looked up online several times regarding maybe more rare. Like there's a dawn ray, I think it's called, and that's only up from maybe like 3 to 6 a.m. in the game. So it's good if you look up what time, if you're looking for a very specific bug or fish. I'm just going around and showing the different areas of the zone. There are treasure chests that you can find. I have found all of the ones in the Kilima village, but I still haven't found all of the ones in this zone yet. Oh, here's some coral. I think that's in some of the crafting things that I've needed before. Since we're here, I'll show you fishing. Maybe I'll come out. If you see this circular, that's a more rare fish. So I'm going to pull out my fishing rod and try to get my circle to go into that. And it's better if you can just kind of move back. Actually, let me cancel that for a second because I forgot to check what kind of lure I'd like to use. The glowworms are the more rare, and you can catch different fish with each of the different types of lure. So I'll pick the the glowworm for now. Go back to getting my circle to go into the fish circle. And you'll want to wait till you see your bobber or the fish jump up. The fish is jumping, but you have to wait for your bobber to jump up a little bit. I'm using the mouse right now so you can see the screen moving a little bit more. There it goes. And it didn't work. Let me go back to it. Especially if it's more rare, sometimes the time that it allows you to pick it up is less. The other nice thing about being a social game, if you find somebody else who's fishing, you can go stand up next to them, and then you can get a bonus just by being near someone else while they're fishing. So I got a black sea bass, and that one sells for 85 gold. So it's nice that you can make money in all the different kinds of skills. The only thing that you really don't make money by skill-wise is furniture. Right now you're not able to sell any excess furniture, so that just sits in your storage until you're done with it. Or I think you can delete it, but you can't sell it for anything, at least for now. So let's continue. Let me put away my fishing pole. Let's continue. You can see the different trees. This one with a darker branch, I think, is heartwood. I think that's what it's called. And then if you see the little lighter ones, it's sapwood. The different crafting ingredients need different things. Trying to remember where there's a place where you can use some water to jump up higher, and it's one of my favorite things of the game, so I'm trying to remember where that was. Here you can pick things like shells or oysters, and the oysters can sometimes have pearls, and you do need a green pearl in order to turn in a certain collection item. I haven't gotten over there to show you yet. Sorry, I'm trying to remember where that water flow. You'll probably hear Kiki barking in the background. Anybody have any questions or anything you'd like to see that I haven't showed yet? Just another little area. The game tends to ask or suggest that you explore different things, so you never know what you can find. I think I've already been in here. I think there was a chest in here at one point. talking around. Thank you, Droma. Most days I'm usually in that little area that I first showed you, looking for the rainbow tip butterfly and then cutting down all of the wood so that I can either sell them or use them to make furniture. Thank you. Oh, here it is. This is one of my favorite things. When I first saw this, it made me giggle so loud. I don't know why. It's gonna burble up. And it just gets you to the higher areas of the game. Ooh. Gotta get him. That gives me more silk. And he is 150 gold. Since we're here, I think I need some iron, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch to my pick. As you level up the different skills, you can buy different types of equipment. Like with the axe, I have a really pretty purple axe, and that can cut down more things than the axe that we started with when the game started. I think I'm making... Oh, I finished the chairs. If you look on my right-hand side, you can see one of the things that I'm working on. The Rage redecoration. That's one of the quests that I have to do for Tish, which is the furniture maker. I need to make either a bed or a dresser, and one of the things needed iron, so that's what I'm working on, this ore. And more ore down there. The pallium and the flow trees that are right now the most hard to find materials. So you'll see a lot of people either calling them out, or sometimes people just camp and constantly look in maybe one camp and clear out all the ore and wait to see if the rare types spawn. Same with the trees. Some people just start clearing out all the trees in one area in hopes that something good will spawn. Just walking. I don't know, it's just such a peaceful place to be. Once you get to a certain level of friendship, you can get different keys to each person's room or house. And that mostly there's quests in it, or you can look around and read certain things, and that might give you recipes or other things to help further your skills. I think that's where Tao lives. I don't know for sure. He doesn't really belong to Hassan, the guy he was walking with. I don't know. Going to the next little cave to see if I can find any of the... Oh, this is where Hassan lives, I think? Or is it Hodor? Hassan lives. I haven't gotten very good friendship with him yet, though. He's a little bit abrupt, so I haven't made much friends with him. It's just an NPC, but... Let's look in the cave to see if anything fun has popped up. Sometimes if I'm busy, I might go and clear out all of the nodes in this cave and then go back and do real life stuff and wait for more to come up. Or you see people going back and forth between various caves. If you're playing the game, make sure to kind of explore. I think I saw part of a recipe here. Oh. And now Gracie's getting in on it. I think she wants back down. The never-ending up and down with the two girls. Or it might be too close to dinner and they both think it's that. This will get you to the bottom of a different mine. I'm gonna put her down. Sorry, had to put Gracie down. Constantly up and down. Especially, it's close to dinner time. It's about an hour before the girls' dinner. Gracie will want to go eat her dry food and then just keeps trying to remember if anything's back here. The lighthouse is so pretty. I like the lighthouse in here. It's so pretty. Looks like the little crab is shimmering, so if I wanted to catch him, I could get... He could be something that I could display. Now I'm just wandering. The lighthouse is something that they tend to clear a lot for wood in hopes to find the flow wood. You'll see a lot of people constantly like chopping down all the trees in hopes that something else will pop. Oops, I still have my pick in my hand. There. Hoping to find a rare the flow wood so I could show you what it looks like. But I don't know. The views from up here. Sorry? Puppies are not getting along today. You can come up here and climb higher in the... I think there was something else up here at one point as well. But for now, I think I'm just gonna... I'm hoping they'll add more things. This is just open beta, so it's just not even an open game. It's just everyone can play, but it's still in beta. So I'm sure they're still gonna add a lot more things as time goes on. Might be able to hear Kiki in the background. For those of you that saw my out of the box comment, this is where I took it. Time to think out of the box. Just love the floating. It's so pretty. Pretty relaxing game. Move a little faster. I guess since I'm here, I'll show you the different maps. This is the second zone. We haven't made it up here to talk to Tamala yet. But it goes all the way up to the thorny thickets and outskirts. Statue gardens. We were just at the lighthouse. You can see the different NPCs on the map, so you can see where they're wandering around. Hodari is the father of Najuma, so you'll see in the storyline a lot about them. But they're in this zone, so they don't come into the other zone too much. And then also, Hasten comes back and forth. Definitely hear Kiki. She's not happy right now. Get it there. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I guess we can go out all the way out to Tamala Zone. One of the things, if you're playing on the computer and you press the middle mouse button, you can set a waypoint. So because I did that, I put that white circle around Tamala. Then when I click out of it, you can see that she's now up on the compass up top, and I can use that to get to her easier without having to constantly check the map. As you can see, it's starting to get darker, so you may notice different types of insects will be coming around. You'll see lots more moths. Gonna take this bridge up. There's a Choppa. In the storyline, the mayor loved the Choppa so much that he introduced the little like squirrel-like creatures to the town. But Hasten is the like hunter type NPC, and he thinks they're more like invasive or a nuisance. So we're on our way to see Mala. Now you can see the different like glow bugs that are starting to come out. I hear there's a vampire crab, but I haven't found him yet. There's also a different type of rare glow bug that gives silk like the other bugs that I've caught. You can see Tamala up at the distance, and I'll just talk to her for the day. You can talk to her, talk to the NPCs once every game day, and you can only gift them things once every real day. Oh, I'm gonna talk to her.
Hello there, darling.
I'm just gonna chat. This is the chef option, but I need to be level 4 before I even figure out who I want to be my chef. I'm just gonna chat with her, and it'll help increase my friendship with her. And then I can also ask what she wants. So she's looking for some emerald carpet moss. Sometimes when you ask them what they want, they tell you what somebody else, whether they're family member or friend or something, what they want instead of what they want. So it looks like she uses it as a binding agent for her concoctions. I've seen online people call her like a little, I don't know. She's more of a different person, I think.
Farewell.
Now, if you look at the heart and find her, you can see up here, it'll track it for you, what she would like. So that it, like sometimes then I go home and pick out a whole bunch of stuff that different people like and then go around and do deliveries. Because one of the goals is to help increase your friendship, like I mentioned in the past. Let me go a little farther since we're already this far. Let's go in and see her house. Oh, there's a flowwood. Looks like somebody's already around. I'm going to hit it once because then if anyone else hits it, then I still get credit for it. So it's kind of courtesy that you just hit it once, and then when everyone who is supposed to, who's called out for it, wants to, or makes it back, then it'll loot, and you can get the loot. I like the flow trees, they're so pretty, and they're the purple wood that was in the bed that I made. So they're used in a lot of the carpentry and different crafting materials. Oh, there's another one across the way, that one. I don't know if you see, they're all cutting the wood. They're all kind of farming it, they would call it. So if you chop down all the regular trees, there's a chance that the special trees come up. Since I'm here, I'm going to hit that one once. Yep, I already have mine. Then we can go on and do our thing, and I'll come back and check. Now we have stereo puppies. One doesn't want, wants to get down, and the other, I don't know what's happening. Yeah. I think I'll go on and look for Tamala's house, and then we'll come back and check. Now I forget where she lives. Oh, she's right across. She's over here. I may take a little waypoint where we are now so that I can come back so we don't have to wait. Hopefully that wasn't too fast for everybody. Oh, looks like they're both still there. So I'm gonna go on my way and come back. Oh, oh, the person's catching bugs. I was trying to see what the smoke was, but you catch bugs using a smoke bomb. So you can see her catching bugs. I like the different parts of the game are different. Some are more autumn-like. Little stink bug. Still trying to get to Tamala's house, but now I'm trying to remember where it is. I went around in a circle and didn't get the way I was wanting. Let me go this way. For some who have played other games with me, you may know my direction in games are not always the best. I tend to go in a circle rather than the way I'm supposed to go. That's why I like the ability to mark places on the map, so it makes it easier to get to them. Ah. No. I'm walking around in circles. I'm still in the wrong way. Sorry, guys. I think she's over this way, but if we don't find her, I'll just keep going. I knew she was across the bridge, but I don't think I'm going the right way. Oh well. Maybe I'll go back to the flow tree, see if they chopped him down yet. If you're into stories, there's lots of different stories with a lore and things like that. That makes it easy. Or it makes it fun to read. Looks like everyone's off, but there's still a flow tree. Oh well, I'll just go on my way. Since they were farming, I don't want to take it from them. The player in front of me has one of the specialty outfits. Kind of like a little fairy wings. Here's Samala's house. I found it finally. Actually, no. Never mind. This is something else. Oh well. I don't know why I can't find it today. I could sit here and run around these forever. Is there anything else anybody else would like to see while we're here? I'm gonna run into a piece of wood while I'm sorry, a piece of rock. Oh. There are some rare flowers as well. This one's pretty common though, a sundrop lily. But things like the Daria cloves, or sweet leaf that used to be very popular because of the cake parties. I guess I can show you hunting. Hunting, they say they wanted people to have the chase of the hunt. So you might have to run after your prey. Oh. I just got some fur and some meat, and the meat I can use in cooking. You can see some of the moths. I really like the blue moths. They're super pretty. Going on to this wonderful place. The detail of everything is just so amazing. Getting back towards the beginning. Look at my map again. Ah, we are close because this is the portal back to the village. One time I was watching people run after get to the Flowwood, and I had to ask, how do people run so fast? And it was by hitting the shift key. Sorry, the screens take a little bit to load between different areas. But at least you get to see a pretty background. So let's get back into the village, and then I may leave you there, and we'll go into more next time about all the different people that you can meet in the village and the different things that they may want and need. Although it's 12:40 a.m. in the game, so most people are probably asleep in the game or in the NPCs. Before we go, I'll probably show you where I'm going to go ahead and buy my second part of my house once I gather the amount of money required. Or gold, not money. This is sort of like City Hall. Thankfully, everything's open even when it's out of hours. But here you can see a medium-sized room is 9,000, small room is 6,000, and a large room is 10,000. So I'm a little under halfway there. I think I'm going to leave you for now and keep working on creating or making the gold so that maybe next time we can purchase my room and start to build it. I really, really appreciate everyone joining me today. It's been super fun. Thank you so much for chatting and helping me feel a little less nervous. I really appreciate all of you. Hope you have a wonderful day.